Okay. Okay, we're doing basics of music. What we call this symbol in music is called a staff. So staff consists of 5 lines and 4 spaces. Now, a lot of times you see this. Now, in anything you see here, okay, I'm going to change my color. So, if I draw this right in here, we would say this would be a plus sign. Or, in my case, we would say treble clef. Plus sign. Okay, so this is the staff and the class sign. The class sign is usually the thing that begins at the beginning of a piece. And okay, and if I see this, it would indicate that this would obviously be a time signature. So we call it time signature. Signature. So that's what we do here. Now, if you see 4/4, that means you get 4 counts totally. And like the top note is how many counts, the bottom note is where the note gets that count. So in my case, we see something like, okay. So this is the idea. We have class line, time signature, and staff all together. How it works. Now, okay, what was I thinking now? Okay. But anyways, this is, and now I'm gonna do another thing. Now we see something like this into the measure. We call this guy a whole note. So a whole note, in general, is 4 counts. So that's pretty much right here. You see clef sign, which we call it treble clef. Staff, and then it's the time signature, and there's whole note. Now, okay, so whole notes, how many? It's technically 4 counts. And every time you see that, you're going to be playing it for full 4 counts. Okay. So I'm going to erase it here. Let's see it again so you get the idea how everything goes. Now, I would love to do this. Okay. So don't get very confused if you ever should. Okay. I'm trying. Come on. So if you ever should see this right here, this is also a cos sign too. And a lot of times, we call this. Okay, I'm gonna lean this forward so you can see it. We call this thing bass clef. Bass clef. This bass clef. And like I say with the other one, if I can get to draw the other one again so you can see it. And that guy, this guy over here, will be called treble. T-R-E-B-L, treble clef. So, and a lot of times, if you're, let's say you're woodwind, I say woodwind, mostly trumpets do read the treble clef right here. I'm not sure any other instrument, 100%. Mostly, your low brass, and most probably, timpani reads bass clef. So a lot of times in percussion, you're gonna most probably read both of them from time to time. Because in percussion, keyboards, so it means melodic, it means bells, xylophone, marimba, vibraphone, marimba, and some on the right side, and um, and that's a vibraphone that in time to read this clef right here. And the only thing you would read this clef would be timpani. So just to not get alarmed, that's what to expect, as far as that goes. And if I could push it any closer, I could. Okay. So, okay. So, I'll show you another one that I'll learn and somewhere along the way. Okay. Now, okay. So, okay. We did that. Okay. So, anytime we see something like this, it's called a half note. So we say half note into this. Half note. Which the definition of the half note receives 2 full counts. Okay. Okay, alright, you may see something like, okay, I'm trying to change it out, so let's see, I'm gonna go for the flip this time. But if you see something like this, let's say you get this guy, this is called a quarter note. Quarter note. Quarter note. Which meaning with the quarter note it is 1 count. So obviously I can play some of the differences on this instrument right here. I'll show you what I mean. So I can do half notes from everything. Okay, so to half notes on, I'm going to do my concert C scale, working in half notes. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, 121, 122, 123, 124, 125 played. You may learn this a little later. So, I'll play A flat and quarter notes to show you what it means. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you get the general idea what to expect with quarter notes and half notes. Okay, so the next thing I would love to do is, okay, quarter notes and a half notes, okay. Half notes and quarter notes. Okay, you may see a symbol like this, and I will show you in my next minute. You see something like this. And obviously, this right over here, this bottom one would be a whole rest. Whole rest. Which the definition of a whole rest meaning you rest for a half a count. No, sorry. My mistake, okay. Sorry. What was I thinking? Let me rephrase that right quick. A whole rest is resting for 4 counts. 4 complete counts. So I must be thinking something else, but whole rest, the truth is, it's 4. 4 counts altogether. So that covers most of it from here. So, okay. In other words, if you see something like, I'm not going to get out of this line. Right. Okay. If you see something like, so like this, per se, okay. You see something like this, like a little cowboy hat, which you can describe this. We call this a half rest. Half rest. Half rest equals to 2 counts. So, if it be 2 half rests added together, it would be equivalent to a whole rest. So 2 plus 2 is 4, just put it that way. But that's the trick of this one. Okay, so we say half rest is 2 counts altogether. So if you see anything like this, I know I'm not the best drawer, I'll admit that. But you see this being a quarter rest, whatever that the symbol is, but it's just a quarter rest. Quarter rest. A quarter rest would be 1 count. Always. Resting for 1 count. Anything else I can think of? So, obviously it would be so idealistically it would be half rest and quarter rest and all that. Okay. And I can't think of anything else, but let's begin with the next part of the lesson. We're gonna obviously do some things here. So I will hit the note F, but I'm gonna show you what I mean. Okay, on a keyboard, so on the keyboard I'm gonna draw the notes out right quick so you can get a clear demonstration of how everything runs on that keyboard. On any melodic instrument, I'll show you. Okay. Okay, well, anyways, that's maybe half of it, but still, I'll show you that note right here says to be C, D, E, F, which I know it just went a little crazy, okay. So, okay, F would have been more right here, in a sense. So, obviously, it would be, so, okay, in essence, let's do this. F would have been more right about, I have to lean it down, I can't. Try. So right about here. And that's the note F. So that's the the general of this stuff right here. If I miss anything, I can think of anything, I'll let you know. F, and then there's a note that kind of comes right after it. We should know technically. I'll show you the next little step right quick. Especially on the keyboard, you might think of notes like this, like, okay, it kind of has this order in place so we know, right? So it starts off as C, if we can say. So, if I can get it to do it, but anyways, it's C, then D, and it goes to like, okay. The note starts off like this, so C, so C, D, E, F, G, and back to A again, which we know that is called musical alphabet, so what the terminology is. You can't see it though, but G and A again. So you hit that, then we classify this as musical alphabet. Alphabet. B-E-T. Alphabet. That's what we call it as. Forgot that one thing. Okay. And secondly, okay, you may see some things in here like okay, you may see some other stuff like okay, I think I should conclude it for now. Not really. Okay, got it now. Got it. Have a little patience, but you may see something like this in general. We just call this little guy a flat sign altogether. Or if I can get this little thing. Okay. Well, now I'm kind of going overboard with everything. It's a little too much, I know. I hope you guys like it. And comment later if you want to. So, see you later.